Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Shanna. I literally don't know why I'm recording today because I don't have an idea on what kind of video to do today. So we're going to do a little bit of rambling and then maybe we'll find a spread and we can do a quick reading because that's where my head is today. Also, I just wanted to say, if you watched my first video, you know that I have created my own tarot deck. I'm in the process of editing the guidebook because I just finished it maybe 2 weeks ago, a week ago, I don't know. And I'm really struggling to get it edited because I don't know if you've ever tried to edit your own work, but it kind of sucks. Or at least it does to me, I don't know. This is my deck. It matches my mat, obviously done intentionally, but I'm not quite ready to show the fronts. I kind of explained why in that first video, but essentially it's curated art and I am terrified that someone's going to be like, oh, that's a great idea, and then they're gonna jump in and create their own, make their own guidebook, put it on Kickstarter and make $1 million before I can even finish editing mine. So that is in my head. That is where my anxiety brain is this week, this month. So yeah, I trimmed my nails the other day. I haven't put moisturizer on. I haven't filed my nails and they look like trash, but we're gonna go with it because I don't have the energy today to do anything like care for my hands. So we're just gonna be a little bit real and go with it. So anyway, that's that. I guess I just kind of needed to say this and get that out of the way. Anyway, all of that being said, I'm going to set this aside and let's go ahead and pull up. Let's hope my iPad's not dead. I did not plan ahead. But if I'm bored, usually I will go to emeraldlotus.com, I think. Anything I show or talk about, I'll link below. But I usually go to that website and I'll find a spread that I've wanted to do for a while or just that sort of grabs me in the moment and a deck of cards, and I'll do that. So we're gonna let this iPad load awkwardly. Oh, I guess you don't need to know my password, huh? Just in case you break into my house and are like, oh, where's the iPad? Let's break in. Because that's gonna happen. Okay. I feel like I had this saved, but I guess it's just on my phone. Let's hope no weird websites pop up. Oh, we're still on the scarcity mindset. Cool. Okay. Emerald. Lotus. What? Oh, shoot. Please hold. Okay. Sorry about that. We just updated our Wi-Fi, so my husband made a new password and it only took me like 18 tries between then and right now, so but we're in, so go me. All right, so it's emeraldlotusdivination.com is the website. And then usually sometimes if I have something in mind, I'll do like a control F, like full moon or new moon, or I don't know, sleep, dreams, whatever, then I can find something that I'm interested in. But let's see if we can find something that sounds interesting. Is there an in-bulk one? It's funny, I love this website and I use it all the time, but I feel like sometimes I come in, you know, for something specific like this one. There's winter solstice, summer solstice, Beltane, Mabon, Samhain, but no in bulk. It's kind of like that with a few things, which is kind of frustrating, but improving your tarot skills. That might be interesting. Connecting with your inner witch. I'll open these in a few new tabs and we'll take a look and then we'll pick one. Also, I don't have a deck chosen, so We'll see. We'll pick one that goes with the reading. How about that? Help from spirit. That could be interesting. Sorry for the sniffles. I feel like it's just a thing. The next phase, clarity on your journey. That might be good. Self-love. I could probably use any one of those today, but we're not going to. Look, love letters to myself. That sounds strange. Okay, let's open some new tabs and see what we have so far. Let's see. What is Spirit helping me with? Why are they helping me? What does Spirit want me to release? How can I listen to messages? How can I trust that Spirit's with me? That's a maybe. Next phase. What am I being called to do? Can you guys see this? Am I in the frame? Yes. What am I being called to do on my next journey? Message from Spirit. That sounds interesting. Kind of like that one better than that one. Something lovable about myself. Ew. No, thank you. Something I could improve about my tarot reading. Something I should spend more time on in regard to tarot. A way that I don't use tarot currently. Meh. Also, if my dogs start to freak out, I will be pausing the video. FedEx is due anytime, and if you have dogs, you probably know my dogs are going to lose their minds. All right, what does my inner witch look like? What fuels my inner witch? What parts of my inner witch are hidden? How can I embrace it? And a message from, maybe. All right, let's look for a couple more and then we'll pick. I liked those two, but soul work, shadow work, that feels a little deep for tarot. Tube. Relationship with pets. That's funny. Also, I forgot to light the candle. Should we light it? You can't really see it, but hold on. Break this wick down a little. Yeah, you can kind of see that. So let's do this. Give us a little extra light. Refresh your routine. That might be fun. Did you guys set your water out last night for the full moon? I haven't done that in months, but I was running low, so I decided to set mine out. And it's always kind of nice to have a fresh batch of moon water. All right, let's see. Refresh your routine. Something new that I should allow into my daily routine. How changing my daily routine would benefit me. A pattern that I should let go of because it isn't serving me. How I can deepen my awareness of spirit in my daily routine. How I can incorporate more gratitude. Are you guys sick of the whole gratitude concept? I mean, maybe it's good for me, but I simply cannot. Okay, so if I did this one, I would probably leave out number 5. Hello. Don't be dumb. There we go. I kind of like this next phase. I feel like it's a good question for myself right now. Zoom way in. All right, if you want to take a screenshot, now is your chance. The next phase. All right, I'm gonna slide this over. what tarot deck should we use? All right, pause while I decide. Okay, that didn't take me very long. I usually have decks that I am kind of currently working with for that season or that month or whatever, just hanging right here by my desk. So I am actually going to go ahead and do a little bit of oil because it kind of gets me, tells my mind that we're going to do this thing and grounds me into the moment, I guess. Did I already talk about this? Maybe I did. I don't like to rub it on the fronts of my hands until kind of the very last little bit is left because I don't like the feeling of greasy fingers. So we're just gonna do this. Now my hands will look a little less crusty, so that's good for you guys. Oops, don't turn off. Alright, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So we might probably have to zoom the camera out just a hair. And if you hear squeaking, that's my chair. I feel like that's a thing that a lot of us deal with, squeaky chairs. Why we don't just oil them, I don't know, but here we are. So anyway, if you hear squeaking, that is my chair. And the end of my story. Also, here's another bag I made. This one was a little bit of a test bag. I'm not sure if I don't know. It was cute, but I don't know if it turned out quite how I was hoping. But anyway, yeah, I like it. Cute enough anyway. All right, we're gonna use the Texture Tarot and go ahead and give it a shuffle. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna zoom out just a hair. I'm gonna reset this just a little bit. I have my iPad still here so that I can see the spread. Suppose we'll put that there because it is cute. This was part of that junk journal that I deconstructed last week. I just thought it was cute, so I sort of just left it here on my tarot table. And I don't know, I have nothing for right here. We're just gonna pretend something really cool is sitting there. I guess we could do something like this. Sure, that looks great. Okay. Man, there is fur all over this. My cat's been up here looking out the window apparently. Oh well. Alright, what I'm being called to do next on my journey. And as is the usual for these kinds of videos, if this reading resonates with you, cool. If not, that's okay. You can just sit here and watch me do a reading for myself. Also, yes, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so I got this stone in, I think it was my last magic.com. No, what was this? This came from somebody. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I set it out on my windowsill last night to charge with the full moon, and it went from like a clear pearly white to sort of this, I don't know, it kind of yellowed. Do you guys know what kind of stone this is? I was bummed that it changed color just in the moonlight because it wasn't sitting there. You know, I moved it before the sun came up, and the sun isn't even on this side of the house anyway, so apparently that kind of stone is sensitive to light. All right, back to what we're doing. What I'm being called to do next on my journey. Let's use the language, what we're being called next to do on our journey. That way, if you want to play along, you can. What we're being called to do next on our journey. Do you guys ever have days off from work where you're like, you have all these big plans to do all the things, and what really winds up happening is you eat crackers and string cheese on the couch in front of tarot tube for 2.5 hours after a nap? Yeah. Welcome to my Thursday. I'm trying, oops, okay. What I'm being called to do next on our journey. Two of Pentacles, interesting, okay. Oh, I guess we want to lay it out kind of the way they have it. I'll probably wind up moving all of these things, so just bear with me here. What this looks like for me or you. So first question was what I'm being called to do next on my journey and what this looks like. Sorry, I have to keep touching the iPad so it doesn't shut off. Well, I don't need 18 cards, thank you, please, and no, oops. All right, what this looks like. Sorry, I keep seeing me catching my hair in my hands. I think this is the longest it's ever been, and I don't quite know what to do with it. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, cool. Action I can take to initiate this next phase. Oh, well, do I want to initiate this next phase? I mean... Okay. I'm being distracted by this screaming lady with swords in her heart. Action I can take to initiate this next phase. I suppose I could have tied my hair back, but that would have taken forethought, of which I have very little. You know, I love the Seven of Cups. I think it's such a cool card. All right, how this next phase of my journey will impact me. Okay, Two of Swords. Let me zoom in and sort of readjust as needed. Right. And something I need to understand about this next phase. Sorry, I had to make sure that flame wasn't hitting my little leaf over here. I don't want to burn it. Just remove all these things around. Because I like the candle in the shot. Alright. Something I need to understand about this next phase. Are you guys reading any good books right now? I'm on the third of a trilogy, the second of an upcoming trilogy, and I just got a couple of books in the mail from Thrift Books that I'm excited to start. Oops, okay. Something I need to understand about this next phase. Okay. That seems fortuitous. Fortuitous? I don't know if that's the word I want, but looks good. All right, a message from Spirit I need to hear right now. I might have to zoom back out because I don't have space for all 6 cards. A message from Spirit I need to hear right now. Or you, as the case may be. This is one of those decks that if I had had it earlier in my tarot career, I probably would have passed on because I don't like that I can't riffle shuffle it, and I feel like that's an important part of my practice. But where I got it later and I understood tarot a lot more, so I was comfortable with it. Like the minute I opened it, I am willing to overlook the lack of shuffleability or riffle shuffleability because I love it so much. And actually, as you can see, it shuffles overhand really, really nicely. And this is one of my top 10 decks, I think, which is weird because generally speaking, this kind of artwork isn't really something that I generally gravitate towards. But well, Spirit is taking its sweet time answering this one. Okay, we're gonna focus here. Okay, hi. All right, let's zoom out just a little bit here. Or I guess it doesn't really matter the layout necessarily. We'll just do 3 and 3. All right. So, first card. What I'm being called to do next on my journey. Take advantage of opportunities that are put in my path. I think that's pretty clear. And to look at them with a sense of wonder and curiosity, and maybe not make assumptions about them at first glance. Interesting. This little fairy person seems quite enamored by these pentacles. Taking that opportunity and looking at it maybe is almost like a childlike sense, kind of an adventurous sense. All right, what this looks like for me. This is weird. Okay, a learning opportunity. I'm trying to spin this in a positive way because I cannot imagine that looking at upcoming adventures with a childlike wonder would then lead to heartbreak. That doesn't make sense to me. But her face is distracting me quite a lot, actually, I'll be honest. Let's look at the guidebook, shall we? 3 of Swords. All right, heartache, wounded, strife, suffering, mind and heart, anger, heartbreak, grief, loss, conflict, rejection, pain, sorrow, disbelief, irrational fear, past or present wounds to process and heal. Vivid emotions, growth from experience, take the pain away, take the pain deep inside to transform it. Evolution from suffering, acceptance, courage, love, self-awareness, and reality check. Okay. So obviously these first several keywords were, I suppose, negative. This growth from experience is basically what I had, what I took from that, chose to take from that. I think I'm just going to go with it. That was my first, I won't say my first instinct, because my first instinct is of, that grief and the loss and the fear that she has on her face. But when I dug a little deeper, that was my first reaction, would be a growth somehow from this experience. So we're going to leave it at that. Action I can take to initiate this next phase. I would say simply, it seems like maybe there's more than one opportunity that might be coming my way, and so instead of fretting over and agonizing over which opportunity or, I guess, adventure to choose on my journey, to just go ahead and pick one. Recognizing the fact that I'm lucky enough to have multiple choices, multiple opportunities, but not to agonize over picking a path. Take a step, move forward, pick a path, and go. That would be my action. All right, how this next phase of my journey will impact me. An indecision. I mean, this feels like the opposite of the Seven of Cups. Or I guess sort of the same. Let's see. How this next phase will impact me. I feel like this is sort of pointing to being conflicted, despite, deciding and choosing. I feel like I might still feel a little conflicted over it. I guess my next question here before I proceed would be, what do I feel like this is pointing toward? Do I feel like it's pointing towards something specific? I mean, I think it could, potentially. I feel like it would be a little weird to go into it on here, I suppose, but take this for what you will. Something I need to understand about this next phase. So, taking the opportunity, I'm learning from it. Taking that first step and moving forward. And even though I might feel conflicted about that decision, it looks like ultimately in the end, it will work out. Which is a general theme of my life. I have come to realize that, generally speaking, decisions that I make generally wind up being the right decision. For multiple reasons. I mean, I choose to look at it as the glass is half full. So, as we all do, I've been through stuff that I regret or wish didn't happen, or that I had taken the other path, right? But I always try to realize that no matter what step, no matter what path I took, good things would come out of it because life moves forward. And we just kind of have to make do with what we've been handed. Obviously, that's a whole nother conversation. But, yeah. So I would say this is a positive spin, especially, following that Three of Swords. growing from it and ultimately being okay with all of it. And a message from Spirit I need to hear right now. This one is interesting. I'm going to pull out the guidebook for it again. Because the Empress to me is fresh, new, spring beginnings. Which, okay, I guess before we get into the guidebook, I think I'll take a stab at this. Spring is coming, you know? All of this dark, kind of moody winter blah. We're moving into more positive, uplifting phase. Which, that's good news. Let's see what this says. Authority. Oh, that's good Lord. That's the government, she says. The Empress, not the Emperor. Earth Mother, fertility, creativity, maternity, realization of creative projects. Well, that's good news. Love, passion, fertility, and fruition. Harnessing interpersonal relationships to yield success and harmony. Producing and making things happen. Comfort, natural beauty. Capacity to give and receive with a balanced heart. Approaching life through feelings and pleasure rather than thought. Sensual pleasure, abundance, and emotional. So again, I feel like these two, coming off of kind of these two, definitely points to brighter days ahead. So in the context of a message from Spirit, staying balanced, not to be afraid of approaching life emotionally versus rationally, which I can emotion the hell out of things. I can do that. Okay, well, I kind of like that. I think I might go and journal about it. What do you guys think? Did you like this spread? I really like the Emerald Lotus website. I think there's a lot of good spreads on there, and I'm struggling with words. So I'm going to leave it at that, and hopefully you guys got something out of this, and I would love to hear comments, questions, just a hi below. Let me know you're out there. Anyway, I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for sticking with me through this random video. Have a good one. Bye.